What if I told you that building wealth isn't a straight line? It's a curve, and the curve doesn't even bend until you cross one number. Let me take you back for a second. A few years ago, I was sitting in my car scrolling through my banking app and feeling stuck. I had saved a few thousand, I was investing, I was doing everything right, and yet my money wasn't really moving. I'd make $500 in gains, then lose $300 in the next dip. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's when I found a quote from Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's business partner, that hit me like a brick. The first $100,000 is a beast, but you got to do it. Not 1 million, not 500,000, $100,000. And here's what's crazy. After I finally crossed it, I felt something shift. Not emotionally, mathematically. My money started to grow without me touching it. The returns were bigger. The motivation was stronger. For the first time, I didn't feel like I was dragging my finances uphill. I felt like they were pulling me forward. Most people never reach this point. Not because they can't, but because nobody shows them the map. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why compounding feels like a myth until you hit $100,000, how to get there faster than you think, and why the moment you cross that line, your money starts doing the work for you. This is the turning point. Let's walk through it together. Lesson number 1. Why most people think compounding is a lie. Let's be honest. Compounding sounds like a scam when you're starting out. You hear people talk about letting your money work for you. But meanwhile, you're grinding 40 to 60 hours a week, trying to save a couple $100 a month. And your portfolio grows by, $20, maybe 50. If you've ever looked at your $10,000 investment and seen it grow by just $600 in an entire year, you're not crazy for wondering, that's it? That's not freedom. That's frustrating. You're giving it your time, your discipline, your patience, and getting back lunch money. It feels broken. And this is exactly where most people get stuck. The early stage of compounding is brutally slow. It's a slog through mud. You're consistent, you're doing the right things, and yet the results are invisible. It's like planting a seed, watering it every day, and just staring at dirt. So naturally, people quit. They think it's all hype. Or worse, they jump ship to riskier, get-rich-quick plays, thinking they've been cheated. But here's the thing. They were standing just a few feet away from the tipping point. Lesson number 2. What happens after $100,000? Now, let's flip it. That same 6% return you rolled your eyes at? Once your portfolio hits $100,000, it starts creating real momentum. That's $6,000 a year for doing nothing. No more side hustles, no more cutting subscriptions. Just pure growth. And the next year, it grows on that $106,000, and the next, on even more. Let me paint the picture. You invest $100,000 in a low-cost index fund that averages 8%. Year 1, you earn $8,000. Reinvest that, and next year you're earning 8% on $108,000. That's $8,640. Year 3, you're pushing $9,300. By year 10, you're at roughly $215,000. And you're gaining over $17,000 a year without adding a single extra dollar. That's more than many people save with sweat and sacrifice. Now, here's the part most people miss. It's not just about the math, it's about the feeling. Once the growth becomes visible, it becomes motivating. You see the results, and that fuels your discipline. You don't want to touch the money, you want to stay the course. It's like you've been pushing this heavy cart uphill for years. Every step hurts. Then one day, you hit the top, and suddenly gravity flips. The weight starts pulling you forward. You're still walking, but now the road helps you. That's the real secret. Compounding doesn't start at $100,000. It just starts to matter. And the difference between those who reach wealth and those who don't? The wealthy ones push through the part where it felt like it wasn't working. Lesson number 3. Why most never get there. So if compounding gets so good after $100,000, why don't more people reach it? Simple. Because the path before 100K is where the battle really happens. And it's not about math, it's about psychology. Let's talk about spending creep. You get a raise, and what happens? Suddenly your basic needs now include $7 coffee, extra streaming subscriptions, and Uber instead of walking 5 blocks. You don't even notice it. That extra income evaporates into lifestyle inflation, and investing gets pushed to next month. Then there's the distraction trap. One week you're into index funds, the next, someone on Twitter says crypto is back. Then your friend's cousin made $40,000 flipping options. You panic, pull your money, jump to the next thing, then lose momentum. You start over, again and again. Add to that the emotional roller coaster of the market. A red week, you sell, A green week? You chase. This is why most people never stay invested long enough for compounding to do its job. The truth is, when you're below $100,000, it feels like nothing's working. You're disciplined, but the results are invisible. And that invisible effort? It's exhausting. Most people quit right there. They don't see that they're just one slope away from the downhill ride. Here's how to reframe it. Compounding is slow until it's sudden. It's boring, then breathtaking. Painfully quiet, then explosively loud. And the ones who win? They stick it out through the silence. Lesson number 4. How normal people hit $100,000 faster. So how do you actually get there, especially if you're not sitting on a tech salary or an inheritance? You need 2 weapons, offense and defense. Offense is about increasing income. And no, you don't need to start a company or become a millionaire overnight. You just need one skill people will pay for. Can you edit videos, write resumes, tutor math, bake cookies, build websites? Pick one thing you already do for friends and offer it to strangers. That's it. Do 3 gigs, then raise your price by 10%. Do it again. That extra $200 a month? That's a game changer when invested. Defense is about sealing the leaks in your boat. Look through your last 30 days of spending. Cancel the stuff you forgot. Negotiate your internet bill. Combine errands to save gas. Every dollar you don't spend is a dollar that gets to grow for you. Now let's add automation, which is your secret weapon. Use a Roundup app. Every time you buy coffee for $2.70, it rounds to $3 and sends 30 cents to your investment account. Doesn't sound like much? A cup becomes a lake over time. Use cashback rewards, but don't cash out for gift cards. Send that money straight into investments. Then every time you get a raise, increase your automatic investing by the same amount. Don't touch it. Pretend it never happened. Now here's where it gets real. Let's do the math. If you invest $250 per month, you'll hit $100,000 in about 20 years. $500 a month gets you there in 12 years. $850 a month? That's the fast lane, just 8 years. Here's what nobody says out loud. You don't need to be rich to build wealth. You just need consistency and a few smart habits most people ignore. Lesson number 5, the levers that shave off years. So let's say you're already investing consistently. You've got offense and defense working. How do you shave off years from your path to $100,000? It comes down to 2 turbo buttons. Turbo 1, higher returns. You don't need to gamble or chase meme stocks. You just need to stay invested in proven, diversified vehicles like low-cost index funds. The S&P 500 has historically returned around 8 to 10% over the long term. But here's what matters more. Keep fees under 0.25%, reinvest your dividends, and never sell out of panic. Those tiny tweaks can mean tens of thousands in difference over time. Turbo 2, stack windfalls. Most people blow their tax refund or bonus on stuff they don't even remember 6 months later. But if you throw that $1,000 into your investments today, it gets 1 extra year of compounding compared to next year's money. That's not a deposit, it's rocket fuel. Now let me tell you a quick story about someone who did both. Lou is a graphic designer. He earns $45,000 a year. Not some high-flying tech salary, but he picked up weekend freelance work that brought in an extra $400 a month. Then he canceled cable, negotiated cheaper car insurance, and found another $200 a month. He started investing $600 a month automatically. No questions, no decisions. 10 years later, Lou hit $100,000. And the crazy part? Over the next 10 years, without adding another dollar, that account grew to $240,000. The snowball had taken over. The key takeaway? Start today, even if it's just $1, because every dollar you invest today has 1 more year to work for you than a dollar you wait to invest tomorrow. Let's wrap this up with one powerful image. Imagine a forest after a wildfire. It's empty, burned, quiet, but then shoots start growing. 1, then a dozen, then thousands. And a decade later, the forest is thicker than ever. That's how compounding works. When you hit $100,000, you're not at the finish line. You're stepping onto an escalator. Your job becomes easier. Your money becomes the worker. Each dollar, a tiny employee that never sleeps, never complains, and never takes a vacation. And here's the gut punch. Most people stop 10 feet from gold. They quit in the silence right before the momentum kicks in. Don't be most people. If this clicked with you, if you're ready to actually start your journey to $100,000, then don't do it alone. And look, this video you're watching right now, it's a product of the same system. You can study it, reverse engineer it, or better yet, start building your own. I'm Mike. This is Golden Goals, and your future just got closer.